When I work in Miro, I'm capable of using the app on a PC, and the app on the PC gives me these tabs up here that I can switch between boards. And right now what you're seeing is me using the instructor presentation board that we used in class already, and then I'm switching between a board that I created for my American Sign Language class. So if you use Miro on an Apple desktop, or if you use Miro on a PC, you get the ability to use these tabs up here. So what do you do if you don't have this, right? What do you do to prevent this from becoming cumbersome? So I'm going to go back to the dashboard in Miro, and as you can see right here, I'm in my own personal Amy Fenwick team, not my school account, and I have one board down here that I use for my American Sign Language class. It's really important for words that you use to star them. We talked about that in another video. But what can I do? Because I can create a board and save it right here, right? But then I have to switch between teams when I'm creating notes, right? I have to go from this board, come back to the dashboard, go to the education team, right? Look at the instructor board, and that becomes a little bit cumbersome. So what I'm going to show you is how you can create a board in the education team, and you can make it so that only you see the board. I will make another video showing how you can make the board visible to me and email me a link so that you can say, hey, I took notes on this, can you take a look and see if it's right? Okay, so here I am in my personal account. I have a board that I use to track my finances. I have a board that I use for American Sign Language. And I'm going to click into the education team, which we know gives us access up here on the left. Right, so I'm in the education team. And I'm going to click New Board. Right, I'm just going to click New Board. It's going to open me up into a new board. Let's write something on this together. It may open your ability to use templates. Take a look. There are some good templates. I'm just going to write my name on this board right now so we know that this is my notes board. There we go. Awkward. There we go. Then I'm going to come up here to where it says Untitled. And I'm going to click on Untitled. And I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to give it my name. And I'm going to say Amy Fenwick's Notes. I'm also going to change the thumbnail. And this is because I want this to be really easy for me to see. So I'm going to choose a thumbnail of a sternal X-ray, sternal replacement X-ray. And this just makes it really easy for me to spot my own board in the list of boards. I then am going to come down here to the share button. And, oh, I have to give my board a title. Sorry, it didn't like that. Stop watching me type. So when I hit the share button, it brings up this little tiny window here, right? And I want to turn all of these to no access. This means that nobody else can even see my board. They can't even know that it exists. Now, if I ever want to send the instructor a link to take a look at something in my board, I will have to change this, right? I'll have to allow them to view it, and I'll have to allow them to be invited to it. But in order to prevent other students from seeing what you're doing, which many times we want privacy like that, you can make your board no access. Now, you have created a board in the education team. You have created a board that nobody else can see. And if we go back to our dashboard, and this is our dashboard in the education team, what you can do is you can star your board, you can star the instructor's board, and you can star whatever group you're in. So let's say that I'm in group 5. And this means that on your dashboard, if you come up here to the left and just click Starred Boards, that means that all of your starred boards will all show up, right? So that means that you can go from your notes board, come back to your dashboard, and go to the instructor board. I know you're like, that's a little cumbersome, but it's really only one more click compared to what I'm able to do to switch between boards. What I really would suggest is that you use Miro on whatever device you're working on. Like, use Miro to be on your board. And while I'm presenting, you should allow me to share my screen, and you should be viewing my board through the shared screen. And then if I'm doing something and you're like, what does that word say, Amy? I can't even read that. Then you can click over to my board and make a notation on it saying, what does this say, right? But to make ease of use for you, you should use your board and allow WebEx to show you what I'm doing on my board. And then, of course, the benefit is that the instructor board is always there for you if you need it. Your notes are always here for you if you need it. And you can access your group board to see if I've made corrections on what you do in lab. So at the end of the semester, I will transfer this board to you because I will have to delete it because I can only have 100. But at the end of the semester, I will send you an email that says, hey, I noticed that you have a board in the education team. I have to remove it. Would you like me to do this, or would you like to do this? So this is an easy way. Give this a try. And remember what I said, after 10 minutes, if this frustrates you, put it down and come back to it when you're a little bit more clear-headed.